Okay, now in this session we will learn how to check in our source code to the repository so that other developers can get the latest pull of my source code and they can start their implementation into their future branch. Okay, so first of all, you can see I am at the develop branch. Okay, so I'll need to create my own branch. So what will be my branch? Feature slash my name slash base implementation. Okay, base implementation means this is the base of our project. We require that. Okay, for creating any other API, you will require that. So this will be my branch name. And now I'm clicking on the create button. Okay, once I click on the create button, you can see our branch name is now changed to feature slash bapu slash base implementation. Now check in your changes. How I can check in that? Come to the git changes tab. Okay, once I come here, you can see this vs.vs. Right click on that and add to the ignore list item. I don't want that. Okay, that should be ignored. Then this bin folder we are not going to check in, so ignore list. Okay, then this dtos I wanted to check in, so I will click on the plus button. Okay, then this entities I wanted to check in, I will click on the plus button. This obj folder I don't want to check in, so what I will do, right click, ignore these local items. Okay, then repositories I want, service I want, enumeration class, yes I want that, chproj also I want. So this is all about common project. You can see common, whatever we require for common project we have stage. Plus means stage, we are staging them. Whatever you want to check, we need to stage them first. Now in the DAO project, in this bin folder I don't want, so I will do and go to the ignore list. Then db I want, click on the plus button. Migrations I am not going to check in. You can create your own migrations and then create the database. So that way you will have your own schema. Okay. So this obj ignore. This account repository, yes, I want that. chproj, yes. So this is all about migration. Sorry, DAO project. Next one is service. Service, ignore this. Obj, ignore this. Then service.cs class, yes, and service.cs HTML file, chproj file, yes, I want it. In API, bin folder, we don't require. Controller, I want that. OBJ, I don't want. Launch setting, yes, it requires. Development JSON requires. App setting required. Program.cs, yes. csproj, yes. User, yes. And SLN file, yes. So these many things we need to basically check into the GitHub. So here I will just add initial commit. Okay. Implemented base architecture. Okay. Created login web API. So this message should be meaningful. What you have done as a part of current check-in, this message should be meaningful. So whatever I have done, I'm just going to check in them. So we'll need to add the message here. Click on the commit stage and then click on the push. Once you push your changes, it will be pushed to your GitHub account. So I will go to the GitHub account. You can see this repository, Talent Pro Track API repository does not have any changes. Okay, as of now there is zero file, only one file, that is readme.md file. It also does not have anything. Now whatever changes I have just checked in, those are in this branch, base implementation branch. So I will have to create the pull request. So I will go to the pull request, and then base branch should be, sorry, not base, uh, target branch should be, sorry, base branch should be developed. There is no develop branch available. Okay, let me create develop branch as well. Okay, so if I check out to the develop, okay, we can create that branch from here as well. So go to the code, then let me check, two branches, right? And then here new branch. Here we can give a name to main develop from the main branch. Okay, create a new branch. Now this branch, whatever branch I have just created, okay, this develop branch, I want it to protect. Okay, I will do that here. So we will need to create the pull request. Pull request means whatever changes I have done into this base implementation should be get merged into the develop branch. So I will go to the develop like this, and then these are all things I have done as a part of this branch. Okay, so this is your title, this is your description. Create the pull request. Once you create the pull request, you can see all your changes here. Okay, so if you go to the file change, there are 22 files which we have created. So you can read your code changes, whatever changes you have done here. Okay, as I have added only, so there is no diff like old change and new change like that. Everything is in green color. So I will go to the conversation, and here I will just merge that. Okay, merge pull request and confirm merge. Once I merge that, it all my changes will be available into develop branch. And once we merge the pull request, we can delete the branch. Which branch? Source branch. Deleted. Now go to the code. Now you can see in the main branch there is no code available. But if I go to the develop branch, there will be a code like common DAO service API. Everything is now available. Okay, if you go inside the API, you will find the API project with the controllers, account controller. Everything is now available on the source code. Okay, this is your folder structure. It is in develop branch. So this is how we can create the branching. Okay, and don't check in your changes to the develop branch. Create your new branch, work on that branch, and then create the pull request for the develop branch. I will review the changes. If your changes are good, then only we will merge into the develop. Otherwise, I will suggest you the code changes. Okay, we can also add some rules to not check in into the develop branch. So let me check that if I can do. So this is my develop branch. I will add that rule here. Okay, there is a protect branch. So if this protect this branch, so it is available for the main branch only. Okay, okay, I will protect the develop branch as well. So that way, if someone try to check into the develop branch, it should not happen. It will give you the error. You will have to create your feature branch. I will merge them later by reviewing your changes. Okay, your main branch is not protected. Protect this branch. Okay, I will do that later. So this is how you can do. Now, if I check out to the develop branch, you can see I'll need to take the pool. There is no changes available to the develop branch. So I'll need to take the pool. So if I go here, pull from origin, let me fetch first. Okay. This develop branch was not available on the GitHub. So that's why this pull button is disabled. Okay. Let me check if I just close the project and open it again. Okay. Okay. So we are in Talent to Track API project where only folders are available, files are not, because we need to change, pull the latest changes. Okay. So let's do one thing. I will install one more Git plugin, that is Git Tortoise. It will help you to do some additional operations with the Git. Okay. Git Tortoise, download. Click on the download button for 64. Okay. Once it is download, you can just install it. Next, 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 install. Okay. Now if you right click here, go to the show more options. Here you will find some more things like git syncs, git checkout, everything. So you are currently in a develop branch. Now if you take the pull from the origin or git hub and click on the OK. Okay. So you will get all the files, missing files. See, solution file is there. If I go to the API now, files are available, controllers, then controller is available. So this is how you can switch the branches. Why this happened? Because we had implemented one, we have created one branch, develop branch at the local, but we haven't pushed that or to the GitHub. Then we have created one same branch on the GitHub, but we haven't taken the pull. So that's why this scenario happens. So in order to avoid such kind of scenarios, you can install that Git Tortoise and you can check out to the any branch wherever you want. I want to check out to develop branch. You can take the latest pull and push also you can do. Okay. So I am in the develop branch where all the code changes are available. Now I can open my project. So go to the Visual Studio, file, open project or solution, which is available inside this talented track API. This is my solution. Click on the open. That's it. It will open that solution and then your code is ready to go. Okay. Every time once you check out to your project, try to rebuild, right click, rebuild solution. Okay. Okay, once we rebuild, it will be succeeded. 4 projects are succeeded. And now you can just run the project like this and call the APIs. So this is the end-to-end activity for creating the API project. There is nothing like if you learn how to create the folder structure, how to create the API, how to communicate with the database, how to create the business layer, that's it. So whatever you will get to work in your organization will be something from this project only. Nothing is outside of it. Okay, you can still call the APIs and everything. See, admin 123 execute. Okay, call came here, continue, continue. Then it goes to the database, fetch the record, validate that record, and this is your result, success true. Okay, so this is how you can create the database API project with the communicating with the database, and this is how we can do the branching. Okay, I have created one branch, this base implementation. I have checked in my changes, created the pull request, merge those changes into the develop branch, get the pull of the develop branch. I can see, you can see all the changes are available here. Okay, so yeah, that's it about this session. I hope you got the understanding about check-in, check-out, creating a branch, pull request, merging, and everything. Okay, so let me stop the recording.